Hello, all of you Vainglorious, you wonderful people, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Today, we are going to, well, we're going to do a lot of stuff, but first, as the fireworks go off, and whoa, somebody runs right into the camera. Hope that didn't hurt. Where are they going? Where are those two going? Pause. Find them. Where'd they go? It's these two, right? Yeah, it was these two. And you were awful excited to get in there. Let me turn the interface back on there and just... Terraplane, man... Everybody keeps saying this is too cheap. Man, I'm going to raise the price then. Because everybody thinks it's really, really cheap. And if that's the case, I can get more money out of it. Let's bump it up by $1.50 and see if that fucks it up. It might. But anyways, some changes that I made since the last video. We're going to come out here. You can already see one of them there for the keen-eyed. First things first is a couple of the shops that were out here have disappeared. I think the only shop remaining, the only shop remaining is information, and it will eventually wind up inside the park as well. Matter of fact, we might do that here in just a minute, if I can remember from that long. Move the fountain back just a tad, because it is a little too close to the front there. Not going to do the water display that I had originally planned in here. I'm actually going to do it somewhere else in one of the changes we're going to look at. And then I opened up these archways. You may remember they were as low as the waterway archways are. Well, I've opened them up to be taller, and I think they look better now. A lot more inviting. It makes a lot more of a visual statement having them taller. I could have gone even one higher, but I thought that where I had them was fine. I mean, I could have brought them all the way up to here. And I don't know, if you guys think maybe I should make them that tall, well, I can always do it. It was an easy change to make. Took all about a minute to do both sides. And then, as we continue on, we're just burst through a wall. Pow, pow. I brought the water on out to here, because this is where I'm going to make my water show. I think it'll be much more appreciated in here. Inside the park, closer to rides, closer to shops, where the guests will then want to go ride a ride and spend some money after seeing the fireworks show. So, did that little change. I've been tinkering with prices on different shops. Like, nobody is using or going to Monsieur Fritas, however you say it. Like, it's just always losing money. Just always. Well, everything else seems to be making money. And I mean, we have missed sales. We had 23 customers, but that's just not enough to pay for it. And I haven't really sat here long enough to see what people are complaining about, honestly. The only thing I can think of is maybe they don't like all the salt on the fries. I don't know. I've been tinkering with prices. I've been tinkering with add-ons. And I just don't know why no one's going there. I may replace that with something else. In fact, I probably should replace that with something else since it's not making any money. Let's do that real quick, shall we? Let's edit the building. Let's get rid of the sign for it. Let's grab the shop, if it'll let me. Oh, and something else I do want to do. I just don't like this thing here unless I can like make it work all the way across the front of the building. And I don't know if I can. Are you really going to go shop there just as I'm getting ready to get rid of it? You assholes. Let's see if I can make this look a little bit better here by having this span the front of the building. Yeah, that looks a little better. I'm going to move the windows now, though. I don't want the window. There we go. We'll put the window inside of that. See if that doesn't just make the front look a little better. I think it just didn't look quite right with just having one of these. It just looked a little out of place. So we'll move you over. They don't have to be exact because, well, I don't want them to be exact on this building. So, no, I still want, I want the shop. It's really hard when there's a fascia around a shop to grab it. So what I'll do is move that out just a bit for the moment and then see if I can't grab you. You scared by. And we're going to replace that. Let's put a hot dog squad in there. People seem to really like the hot dog squad, so we'll do that instead. Where did it go? It's way up in the air somewhere. There it is. Rotate her around, bring it down to where it lines up, which is there. No, there. Wait, let's put my grid at 13 feet, so it's popping in just one at a time here. Go in. Go in. Go in. Thank you. There. Now I know that it's in the right spot. So we'll put this back into place. And then we'll set all of our extras and pricing on the hot dog squad. And then we'll go look at some other stuff that we've changed. So hot dog squad. Do I already have a hot dog squad? Wait. Do I? Do I not have 2 hot dog squads? How does it already have all this filled out? Did I have one somewhere else? I've only got the one. Huh, I must have had one somewhere else. And it's picking up the numbers from there because it's already synced and everything. That's fine. So let's go give our hot dog squad staff member a pay raise. You can see I've also been spending a little bit of time training everybody up. So we'll need to train up Deidre Oldrick here eventually, but not right now. There we go. People immediately are going to hot dog squad. So that makes me a little happier. I do need to put a hot dog squad sign on the building though. I don't want a neon one. I don't know what I want though. Maybe that? Where did I have the sign on the other one? I don't know. Was it on the front of the planner? Let's put it on the front of the planner. Kind of hides that really pretty planner, but that's okay. Let's move that over just a tad. No, it's where it needs to be. There we go. We've got a hot dog squad in now. And maybe... I don't know. Do I want to put these in... What are you? You're Pip Shot Juice? You're Juice. Let's see how these look on here. Let's see, they don't quite look right because of everything else that I have on the building. And I'm thinking hot dog squad might be the same case, but I'm going to try it anyway. Hot dog squad. I do love the way it does that. How all the signs and buildings and everything have their little voices. If I bump it back into that wood, it might look alright. I'll leave that there for now. I'll see what I think about it. Alright, so that's that taken care of. Other changes that I made was I finished out the village. Completely redid this building. I mean, like, the only part that remained was, like, this one tile wide part with the arch behind it. And then I cut it down. Instead of it being another 4 meters high, it's just a 2 and a 3 within a little bit to fill this bit in. And then I moved the shops around to the side, which definitely helps a lot. There was just that crush of people here because we had an exit for a ride, the bathrooms, another exit for a ride, plus people walking in. At least now this pulls people over this direction, and that helps a lot. And then the queue comes down through this lovely little vine-colored trellis, down and out through the arch. Had to put in this trash bin and that bench because people were clipping through the building a little bit, and that's an easy way to prevent that clipping from happening. And then I just put in plants. I painted this area with the terrain paint that has these lovely little purple flowers in there. And then the only other thing I did is slightly modify this building so that it has a Hat's Fantastic. I moved its front door over to the side and put Hat's Fantastic in. Oh, there is one other change. I put a bit of a surround on this guy here on our big wheel, just to give it a, I don't know, a little bit more of a theme. Let's turn off our time so you can see all the lighting and everything back there. I don't know if the torches look a little rough. I think since it's medieval and since they're kind of not prominent, because there's a tree and greenery, there's a lot going on in this section of the park, honestly. For such a small area, there's a lot happening there, which is what I want in this park. I want these dense, really nicely decorated areas. Yeah, well, they do have long queue times because there's a lot of people in this park and there's only 3 rides, which is something we're going to address today. So you can see that I've kind of roughed in a path that goes all the way around, then I have to fix this one still. I've been experimenting with different methods that will allow me to build nice sloped paths. This one's almost there. You can see it still has some weird imperfections in it. It kind of tilts up to the side, but I found a tutorial on how to make better sloping paths, and I'm going to try to get these better before we do anything. It's going to be a while before we build back here. This is going to be the pirate area. There's going to be a village on the hillside with stuff that goes down to the side. I'll probably still have the ship out here, and I'll still probably use tunnels to get people to the ship, though I'm not sure how that's going to work out just yet. But and then the castle will go here. I know it's not a very big place for the castle, but we don't need a very big castle. And then this is all going to be like a big forested area. There will be a dark ride kind of right here, and the building for it will be right here. And then I may build up some hills for it to go through it may go through a bunch of buildings. I haven't really decided yet. And then this side will be kind of just like an enchanted forest extension. Maybe like using the gingerbread pieces. And maybe make like a Hansel and Gretel type idea that the good witch is trying to lure everyone in with the lovely, lovely gingerbread homes. Because I've never, ever built in those, and there's so many pieces that are just fantastic. I mean, look at that door. It's a door made of icing. Doesn't that make you just want to go get something sugary sweet right now? Does me. So that's the idea for everything in this park. It's not a huge park, and it's never meant to be a huge park. Mixed in that little pond out just a little bit more, and then forested just that whole area. Back here, we are still going to do some things for this ride, but we'll come back to it. There's going to be dragons that live back in here, actually. And I need to smooth off some terrain, I see. But I put in some hills to kind of take away from the infrastructure of the ride. It really helped a lot. Let's go ahead and turn that daylight back on because it's really dark to look at everything right now. So yeah, we got the hill that kind of really cuts down on the infrastructure. I'm going to place a couple more towers, probably one back here that is a pretty substantial tower that they actually pass into and then come back out of. So like the entrance to it will be over here. Then this whole loop will be inside of a tower, and then they'll exit over here. And then I think I want like another tower where maybe if I can get it to fit where these two humps are. And then we'll have dragons and stuff happening over here. But they're going to be friendly dragons, don't worry. So that was the changes, I do believe. That was the changes. Anyway, so you may remember, pirate area, I wanted something kind of Aladdin-esque, old world Mideast here. But I need a good transition from all of this night-based stuff to stuff that is more of that old Arab look. And I think the way I'm going to make that happen is, what are they called? I don't think it's tint. What are they called? I've got them out here, and I'm going to reuse a lot of these things. They are tints. They must be in scenery. I'm thinking what I could do is put like a couple of them here, a couple of flat rides, and then a couple more of the tints over here. And then I can build my Arab section like here. It's not going to have a lot in it. It might have a roller coaster out the back. But the genie will be in it, really prominent, kind of up on a platform if I can make it work. But that's kind of what I'm thinking here. Let's find these tents, though. There they are. Okay, so there's 3 of them. And then, of course, tentacle. I do have some really cool blueprints, and I could probably just get away with using the blueprints, quite honestly. Let's see, I think this is the one that's out there already. Yeah, that's the one that's out there already. We don't want to reuse that one. But I have some others here, if I'm not mistaken, that also use those same tents. I thought I did. I have a lot of buildings that I didn't know I had. That's really cute. That's really cute, actually. I like that. I may wind up using that because I want to finish out the little village over. Oh my god. Okay, stop, camera. Chill out. There we go. I want to fill in this side of the main street, I guess you'd call it, with some more buildings, and that is really cute. I like that. But I want the next building that happens to come off the side of this, like one into it, instead of just a sharp angle like I have there, just to break it up a bit. But anyways, back to blueprints, because I think I have some things that might just work. Excuse me, I'm, ooh, that's pretty too. I might just have blueprints that'll work for all this stuff. So I could get some shops to go in there, and then that would just be the backside of it. I know that's supposed to be the backside of it, but I could recreate a lot of that decoration and put shops in that front. Or maybe I'll just have this as filler somewhere, because that's really pretty. So many people do so many amazing creations. I don't even know who makes some of this stuff. Alright, so let's get out of this search because that's not showing me what I want. I know there are some other pavilion areas that were made with those tents. No, that's another thing I already have. Whoop. Should have right-clicked. Huh. I saw these just yesterday when I was playing around on the game, making some final touches on some things. And now, I don't see them at all. Like anywhere. How bizarre. Let's see if they're in here. Under buildings. Because this does show me blueprints I wasn't looking at earlier. There's the same medieval market. In this amount of time, I could have already started building these damn things, couldn't I? Blueprint. Yeah, there we go. See, there's like a dragons and knights tent. That might be a good place to put a bathroom in it. And just kind of recolor it more of our colors that we've been using. Maybe put it like there-ish. And we can put some trees in behind. In fact, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to put that down. Is that touching the ground, though? Nah, that's a little too high in the air. So let's redo it. Let's get it right. Bring it down to right. There we go. And then I'll throw a bathroom in here and recolor it as well. I think my colors are already here that I've been using. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll do this one in just white and our blue. We don't want them to all be identical. And then we'll change the fringes to our pink color. There we go. Don't think I want the knight here, though. I don't think he works for what we're going for right here. Plus, we already have a lot of that one. So don't need another one. Let's put a bathroom in there, though. Shops and facilities. Restroom. Because we only have one other bathroom inside the park proper. So we could probably use another one. So let's, whoops. Okay, you know what? Let's just X. Move it in this way. Put it in manually. Right about there. And then bump it over so that that's split pretty even. And then straight back until it disappears. And isn't sticking through the tent anywhere. Is that sticking to the tent? No, it's fine. So that'll be one little area. And then I could probably fit a second ATM right there. And I think that would be a good idea. So we only have one ATM, and it's way outside the park. Let's do the same thing here. X and like about that there. And then move it, and then back her up. And if this works right, this will be the path. And then I'll put the path. Oh, it didn't. Come on, give me that back. There we go. ATM. And then we can have the path of the bathroom come off of that. And we'll have a nice little unique intersection here. Let's get that to go a little straighter there. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks cool. And then what I want to do is have a couple of flat rides kind of that curve in here. And then a couple more pavilion tents over here. So, yeah, that's the plan. So the rides that I was looking at originally, I've actually recorded this episode like twice. Originally, I was going to do the Bump and Derby, but as I watched it in action, one, it occupies more space than I wanted to. And two, I don't know, with another big square building right next to it, this area just, I don't know, it was lacking in something. And I had it raised up even so that I could build a nice little building around it that kind of mimicked a tent. But in the end, it just never worked for me. So I decided to shit can it. Instead, I was thinking maybe some things that are round that we haven't used. This will go over in the other part of the area. I was thinking about maybe using the new Coriolis here because it's lightly themed. And what I think I can do is build a mock tent around this thing. I don't know how well it's going to work, honestly, but that's my thinking for it. Actually, I want to rotate you. Let's rotate you so that my exit is like going here. So I'm going to try to have these guys come off of a common exit, the two rides, and then have the entrances go up to the side so I can have a priority pass and all that good stuff. Even though it won't be that big of a priority. Oh, that's something else that I changed that I forgot to show you guys. I managed to find a way to get a priority pass onto the Cherraplane. It's not the prettiest, but thankfully you don't really see it all that much. Here inside the arches, it flattens out for a bit, and then there's our little passage for a priority pass. That needs some lighting and some decoration and things, but I did manage to get a priority pass on there. Which, oh yeah, that's right. I said I was going to do priority passes. We'll come back to you guys over there. Hold on. What I want to do is move the information desk to under here. I think this will be a good place for it. So let's edit this building. Let's move this light, actually, because I want it right on this side so we don't get a lot of traffic. Well, that's where my controller is. Well, we'll just move you then. I don't think moving them breaks anything. And if it does, well, you know, I'll deal with that. Okay, so go there. Come on, why can't I click this wall? I just want just the wall. Thank you. So I need a wall. Right there. Why are you doing half steps? Okay. Now right there. And then up, 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 up where you need to be. Come on. Nothing is cooperating today. There we go. It snapped right into place that time. Okay, so real quick, I need to exit out so I can grab this guy. I'm just moving like that. Actually, yeah, that works. And then I need a shop front face, which, edit. What is this wall called? Rough brick. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Rough brick. And I just need the rough, no, that's rough concrete. I want rough brick. There it is. Come on, up, up, up. Ay, ay, ay. Snap into place where I want you, please. And now this is too big. Okay, there we go. Now, let's get our colors right. So this is the first and third color. Boop. And boop. And then you, this lighter gray is our second color. Like that. And paste that in. If you're wondering what I'm highlighting and what's happening, I'm just hitting Control-C for copy. So we're going to move information into here. Which I can't just move that one that's out there because it thinks it's part of a building already. It's kind of unfortunate the way it works, but whatever. And then you are going to go right there. And I think we will go ahead and put like the information type stuff over it. Information, which I don't have a canopy for information. Really? Oh, that's disappointing. A big giant eye. Let's put that in right next to it. I think that'll look cool. Eye. It's a little modern for what we have going on here, but I think it'll be alright. Really can't believe there's not an information canopy. I think it's just the generic Planet Coaster one, honestly. Let's go look at those real quick. Those are shop decorations? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just the generic Planet Coaster one I used before. Yeah, there's not one that's... Everything else is a little specific. Don't really need a canopy for this, but I like the idea of it, so we're going to plop that down right there, and then bring it down a little bit, like that, and then that takes care of that, and then we can go delete the other information kiosk, because we just don't need it out there, and we don't need this ATM out here either. People are just coming way too far to go to this. Oh, I took that bathroom out? I didn't remember taking that out. Yeah, I just want this to be a scenery piece. I decided I don't want anything to actually be here that people are using. So let's grab our information, select the building. Oh, did not mean to hit that button. Go away. Grab the building, select the building, information 9, delete. Why can't I delete information 9? Why? Okay, that's weird. This is how I deleted them before. But I just... No, not the building. I want information. Give it to me. Give it to me. Arrgh. These things that are built inside these tents, man, you better hope that's what you really wanted, because they don't like to move. Why can I not? I don't want to demolish... Okay, there we go. That was what I wanted to do. And then I want to get rid of this ATM as well. It just doesn't need to be out here. People arrived at the park with enough money to do what they need to do. So I don't need to have information or I mean, an ATM out here as well. So this is now just a pretty area to look at. And that's it. Which is fine. It's just decoration. So information is now there. I need to give that person a pay bump, though. Because otherwise they'll quit. And now people can buy maybe some priority passes, maybe. And hopefully we'll sell a few more of those since they don't have to go so far. Which, by the way, I wanted to point something out. I am making money on this park. It's not really something I set out to try to do as a challenge. But I am making money on this park just through good management. So I think that's kind of cool. So I know that this guy doesn't have a queue yet, but I want a second ride next to it. Another roundish, spinny-ish ride. I know that was a poor description. And I want something that kind of has this same traveling fair type look. So what I'm thinking is, even though we used the aeronauts in our last park, these guys are about the same size. I mean, aeronauts is a little bigger. I think aeronauts might look really nice in there, and break things up a little bit. Plus it has, I can do the colors, like with the canopies, so that they'll really blend in here nicely, without detracting too much from our big tower. Because remember, we do have this big tower with a lighting thing that we're going to do. If ever I get around to finishing it. You can always do the carousel here. That might work, but I think it's a little too small, honestly. And I honestly think it might look a little nicer anyway over here coming outside of the castle gates. Or maybe even inside the castle. I might even do it inside the castle. Because it does have very... if I remember right, castle-y type things on it, doesn't it? No, it's just generic Bunny Coaster stuff. Could have swore this had, like, castle-y things on it. I must be thinking of Cherroplane. So, actually, since this is right by a roller coaster, maybe I could get away with 3 rides and have them all share a common exit. Like if I bumped this guy back, that might work, and build him up a little bit. Not too high, and I'll build a building under this. I think I like this idea. I want to look down a little lower, though, so I can get a good sense of scale here. Have this guy up and have some stairs that wrap down. Yeah, I like this idea. Okay, I wasn't planning on doing this on this. I was going to put 2 rides here, but I like this a lot. Okay, so you're going to go there, and then we will eventually figure out queues and all that. And then finally, let's go ahead and do the aeronauts right about there. Bring the exit around over there. About there, actually. And then bring this up. And again, since these are all different colors, I'm going to have to create some ride skins, as they say, to make this work. So, we're going to place an entrance. For you, it's going to be like here. Yeah, about there. I'm trying to plan my priority queues as well. And then my exit's going to be here. And then I'll worry about my paths later. For you, entrance is going to go... okay, this is going to be a bit of a challenge to get this one to work. But I could possibly do some stairs or something to make one path go up and over the other, which is probably what I'm going to have to do. So, since that's the case, let's put your entrance... Let's put the entrance and the exit right near each other here. For now, and I'll figure it out what I want. Actually, I wanted the exit there, though. My bad. Let's just put you there for now. Put you right there, and then let's go over here to this one. Again, I'm not worrying about getting them all connected right now. I'm just trying to figure some things out. And then your entrance will be off to this side. And then your exit is going to be like here. I want it kind of pointing towards this other exit here. So I really want these to all kind of wind up going to the same place and then out one common exit. And I need to move yours a little bit to an angle here. I don't want to block it with the bit that's there. Okay, so paths now. 13 feet is what I want here. So I need to figure out this guy first. Get him down to the ground. Or, let's go see what I can do with this. Where do these two meet up? Right there. Can I make this meet up in the middle? I don't think I can. Obstructed. I was really hoping I could make that meet in the middle in a nice way. Maybe if I made it stairs then instead. Now can you get down to that level? Oh, you really can't? Ah, that's disappointing. Well then, what I might need to do then is say undo on all of that. And then, which one am I on? Let's move your entrance. Let's actually just rotate you completely a little bit here. Around like this, so I have the control box a little out of the way. And then we'll move your exit to like here at more of a steep angle coming out. Same for you. We will move your exit right next to your control box. Hopefully that doesn't cause a traffic jam. And then we'll put the paths coming out like this. And then bring them down. And, whoop, nope, don't do that. Down. Here's down, but you're not stairs. I don't like that. It connects in a weird way, but I think I'm okay with that. And then you... Oh, I can't get you to line up on a nice straight line, though. And then maybe just out? Like, here-ish? I don't know, does that look weird? I don't know if I like that or not. I think maybe this guy might be a little too high up. But I'll deal with it. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is speed up the footage and tinker around here and see what I can come up with. So wish me luck and enjoy the Planet Coaster music. And so this little, like, traveling fair area of the park is starting to take shape. I'm just kind of staring at the Venetian Carousel real quick to make sure that it can fill all the way up in the amount of time that I have set for the queue. Because if not, I'm going to have to increase this number a little bit more. We have the priority pass people on. Why don't the priority pass people get to go first? Oh, equal priority. High priority. There we go. Whoa, those people just got stuck moonwalking. And are we still letting people on? There we go. That kicked everybody off when I did that? Really? Oh, well. 4 people with the priority pass got kicked off. Yep, they're going back to the line again. Oops. Yeah, it's not going to fill up this time through because I think I kind of opened and closed it. I'm not really sure. It might still fill up, though. We'll just watch and see. But anyways, I think you get the idea of what I'm going for. I'm not quite happy with how far around these queues have to come. Though, there is going to be like a roller coaster back here that'll kind of come up to them. So, I don't know that it's that big of a deal. But I'll do some decorating with trees and plants and some pots and different things just to put inside of these empty tents that are just decoration. Have a nice food and drink area over here, and then some ice cream if people want it. Though nobody's going for the ice cream. That's kind of interesting. Trains people up here real quick. But those are all little decoration things that I think I'll do either off camera or maybe in the next video. I might do it in the next video. Excellent day is not set up. Taco gets some cheese. They get jalapenos, guacamole, salsa, sour cream, all of it, and they get a lot of it. Or should I take that back? We're going to get rid of that. We're going to give them just that. And then we're going to charge them $1.50 more for that. And we're going to say sync it up. And then the Tacos Grande gets it all. It's a big chunk of tacos with a lot of stuff on it. And you get a lot, and a lot, and a lot, and a lot. There we go. That makes me happier. But it says nobody's went there last month, but it's clearly not true because we've seen people going there. Might need to lower these tents a little bit. I noticed some of them aren't quite sitting all the way down on the ground. That's, again, little niggly things that we can do to adjust. Not something that we really have to worry about. Yeah, I see people are going there. They don't seem to be complaining about the prices either. What are you looking for, honey? She needs a drink. Well, there's a drink shop literally right there. So, go there. And I'll probably create like a nice little string of lights that goes over this entrance. In fact, isn't there just one already done? Let's see if I can make this fit. Oh, that doesn't quite fit. But I'll create my own that uses like some lights somehow. Don't really know how. I may just do like doubles and let people clip through one of them. Let's see what that's going to look like. And then highlight that. Control X. Give me a second when it's lined up. About the same spot. What if I spin you around? Can I get this to line up a little bit better if I with the poles? I don't think I can. I think no matter what, they're going to be kind of there. Well, I'll figure it out. But anyways, I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. So until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.